Okay. It says, and the angels who do not keep their proper domain, which are the sons of God, meaning the proper domain of being in heaven, but left their abode. So we see they left heaven, their abode. He has reserved in everlasting chains under darkness for the judgment of the great day. We'll talk about that later because remember I told you these characters, Satan couldn't even control them. Even though he manipulated them, but he couldn't control them. And God had to lock these bad boys up because they would have destroyed the earth way back then. And he locked them up in this place called Tarsus. Everyone say Tarsus. And if you know your book of Revelation, you're going to see there's going to be a time that God is going to release them out of that abode to wreak havoc on the earth. The end of days. They're going to wreak havoc because they've been waiting all these thousands of years in this suffering place called Tarsus. And like I said, we'll probably talk about that later in this series. But know that God himself had to lock these bad boys up after the flood and all that because they were so evil and uncontrollable. See, the demons listened to Satan, but the sons of God, they didn't listen to nobody. So God had to lock them up. That's why he says, he reserved in everlasting chains under darkness for the judgment of the great day. Because there's a judgment coming on them, but he's going to release them for a time being to wreak havoc. As Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities around them in a similar manner to these. Look what it says in verse 7. They've given themselves over to what? Sexual immorality. So this is not something just made up. This is not a theory. This is not a conspiracy theory. Bible says it very clearly. They gave themselves up to sexual immorality. It's very clear. And this is quoting from the book of Enoch. They gave themselves over to sexual immorality and gone after strange flesh because it was strange to them. They were angelic beings and humans were strange flesh to them. But they went after them. They went after the women. And they are set forth as an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. So eventually, that is going to be their verdict. They're going to be sent into eternal fire eventually. Right now, they're in torment. They're locked up, but they're able to get out to do some havoc. Then they're going to get judged. And then where Satan and the demons go, they're also going to go for all of eternity. End of story.